Hello, beautiful Aquarius, and welcome to a bonus general tarot guidance for the rest of August with me, Julie Poole. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of wine, put your feet up, get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what extra information is coming in for my Aquarius for this time. All right, my beautiful people. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. How to support this channel if you would like to. And thank you for those of you who do. Thank you so much. My goodness me. You're just so lovely. All right. There's also my links to my other social media. I'm on TikTok now. Who knew? Yeah, I know. Right. Let's have a little look. Okay. So we've got the Lovers, the King of Cups, the King of Coins. It's a nice combination. The Tower. Centre of your reading is the Three of Coins. The Knight of Cups. There's a lot of energy here about emotional happiness and stability. We've got the Four of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Moon. All right, okay. Let's get your affirmation. These are the everyday spirit guide affirmation cards. What do you have for my Aquarius, please? What do you have for Aquarius? What do you want to share? Okay, thank you. Oh, hello. Master Manifester. Look at you go, Aquarius. Master Manifester. Not just a manifester. No, no, no. Master Manifester. Pat yourself on the back. Okay, and it says, congratulations. Let me just get it to focus. There we are. Congratulations. You made it. Everything is possible. Always know that you can. So what are you manifesting? Let's get your theme. This is the wisdom of the oracle. Tell me about my Aquarius. What's the main theme for this last bit of, well, still 10 days, you know, it's a fair chunk, okay, of August. Okay, oh, we want that one. Righto. Fork in the road. Fork in the road. Okay, so we're going in a slightly different direction. We're not doing a U-turn. We're not doing a about turn. We're not going completely right or left. We're just going off slightly at an angle. All right, so let's find out some more. This is the energy oracle. Okie dokie. Woman holding a coin. This is really interesting, you know, because man holding a coin has come out a couple of times in this batch of readings. And now we've got the woman holding a coin, right, which is like the Queen of Pentacles, right? So woman holding a coin is all about prosperity, financial prosperity. It is about that money flow, having enough. It is also about feeling very grounded, safe, secure, stable, right? It's not just about money. It's about, is my foundation nice and solid? Right, so we've got this fork in the road right now. Number 13 is a 4. I know it's not focusing very well. It's because there's so much else on the table. All right. So we've got this strange looking, it's not really a stag. I don't quite know what that animal is. It's like a llama, but it's got horns. And I don't think llamas have horns. But I'm no expert in these things, all right? So they've got the monkey there pointing sort of up. You've got the arrows pointing this way or that way. So the fork in the road is literally kind of imagining that we're going to veer off on a slightly different shift. Okay, let's use the example of a ship. All right, the captain of the ship might say change course by 0.1 of a degree, and you think, well, that's not much. And it's like, well, you're going to end up hundreds of miles from where you were going to end up with that 0.1 of a degree. Do you see what I mean? It's like sometimes we don't have to make huge shifts to make a huge difference. Sometimes a little shift can make a massive difference. So that could be, let's give you another example, right, of what this could be in real life. All right. So instead of somebody at work bothering you and it winding you up and you're getting stressed out about it, you just go, do you know what? I'm just going to, you know, they can't help being idiots. I'm just going to let that go. I'm not going to let it bother me anymore. And all of a sudden that little shift where you kind of go, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Shifts your whole energy into a much happier place. So it could be a small change in your diet, your behavior. It could be a small change they're giving me, go to bed 15 minutes earlier. Doesn't seem much, 15 minutes, but it can make all the difference. So we want to make some kind of shift that's quite a small, a small change, but ends up in a completely different direction. Okay? So, you're master manifester. You are manifesting this. You are creating this. So, let's add in the tarot then. So, the only major, well, we've got the moon. Oh, we've got three. We've got the lovers, the tower, and the moon. All right. So, the lovers is about loving relationships, romantic relationships, but it doesn't have to be. It's also about making a decision. Right, so this way or that way, what am I going to do? I need to make a decision. So it could be to do with a romantic relationship because it's next to the King of Cups. It could also be to do with moving home or shifting something in your home, changing something in your home. And that could be to do with your mortgage because we've got the woman holding a coin. Perhaps you're just shifting your mortgage to a different provider and it's saving you 0.2% on your mortgage, but over the 20, 30 years, whatever, of the mortgage, it makes a big difference, yeah? So it's that kind of thing. Now, the tower is in the middle between this, all right? So the tower is sudden, sweeping change. It doesn't have to be hugely destructive. People fear the tower. They're like, oh, God, it's the end of the world, the tower's showing up. No, no, no. It can be a big change and it can be just a sudden change. It's like, oh, I've just seen this better mortgage offer. I'm going for it. And it just happens. It flows. Oh, I've just seen this house I've fallen in love with. I wasn't going to sell. I wasn't even thinking about selling. But all of a sudden, I want that house. Let's get the house on the market so I can have that house. You know, anything like that, all right? Now, it can also be a sudden change with, let's say you're dating and your relationship is quite happily plodding along, just dating, and all of a sudden they propose and they want to get married and they want to move in and buy a house together. It's like, whoa, I did not see that coming. So let it be a surprise, okay? So the lovers can be, as I say, to do with this, a romantic relationship that can suddenly collapse or can suddenly come back together or can suddenly shift to the next level. Just allow the sudden, the surprise, the shift to happen. Now the Four of Wands underneath it is the home, marriage, promotions, upgrades card. Okay, so it's an 11-11 card, we call it, the Four of Wands, and it's saying, look, you put your corner posts in, you've got your foundation solid, now we can build up to the next level. So this could be to do with being in a job that you've settled into, you're doing well, it feels all good, and then there's a promotion comes along or a pay rise, something that shifts. This can also be to do with the home that you can put an extension on it. Somebody is moving in with you, including furry friends, you know, cats, dogs and things like that. It's like, I'm getting a pet. Where did that come from? I don't know. I just found this stray cat and it's adopted me. It could be something like that. Allow it to be what it is for you, all right? Just apply it to your own circumstances. But this is a change. This is a shift. This is what this fork in the road is. I'm going in a different direction. And it's potentially going to lead me to better money, better income, better flow. So in this middle row, we've got the King of Cups, the Three of Coins, and the Page of Cups. So cups are about emotions and flow. Now the King of Cups is all about emotional maturity, very zen, very calm. You know, he's always surrounded by water, and sometimes that water's quite choppy, but he's just in a good space. He's like, nah, I'm good. We're all right. You know, I'm not going to stress about this. This is also, he's very loving. He doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve, right? But he loves deeply. He cares deeply. He's compassionate. He is very protective of those that he loves. So we're in this, with it being next to the lovers, this can absolutely be to do with a relationship, including that with family members and not just a partner. But this is a very loving, gentle energy that we are opening up to new opportunities, because underneath here we've got the Page of Cups. Now the pages are the messengers, so this can be information, literally words, doesn't have to be. It can be a feeling because it's cups. What do I feel? What do I want to improve? What do I want to shift and change? What do I want to allow to come in for me? And the Page of Cups, then we start to create these opportunities opportunities because we're in this manifesting energy and we're willing to do a certain amount of tweaking and changing to allow ourselves to move into a better space. But in the center of the reading, you've got this Three of Coins. So the Three of Coins, it's money. It doesn't have to be about money. It is about what is working, what is flowing. But the main energy with this is all about collaboration, partnership, working together, having assistance, having support, people that are going to come in and help you. So this can be people around you that we're doing this together, or you reaching out because it's next to the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, see, more cups. We've got quite a lot of cups energy in here, yeah? This Knight of Cups can be offers that come your way that you take action on, or somebody else is taking that action and offering you something here. So this can be the help that is coming in on the back of this tower. If we look at this middle row going horizontally, the tower through the Three of Coins, right, something shifted, sudden surprise, I'm getting some help, and here's the offer and the opportunity coming my way. See, the Knight of Coins can be literally somebody, this could be like a boyfriend, girlfriend saying, you know, I want you to move in with me. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to need my friends to help me, like, pack the boxes up and get moved, or I'm going to need a realtor or an estate agent to help me do this. It's allowing that help to come in whatever way it is for you. If this was about work, then you might be talking to HR or the training department, or your boss is other people that can help you. It could be talking to a close friend and saying, help me update my resume. Talking of that side of it, your money and career for August is on a playlist. I'm going to put it up at the end, all right? You might have seen it already, but now we're coming towards the end of August. It's worth going back and checking that out again. And it won't say Aquarius because it's on a playlist with all 12. But if you click on it, then you just choose the one you want, which is probably Aquarius. But you might want to check out your moon or your rising or something as well. And I'll also put up the loving connections, right, which is also for August. So I'll put them all up at the end. So check them out, because, you know, sometimes when I put these up at the beginning of the month, or I put them up end of July, that at the time you can say, well, it didn't really resonate for me, but you come back to it 2 or 3 weeks later and now it all makes sense, especially as we've added in since then Lionsgate and now this bonus. So have a little look at that as well, and then tie it all together, because when you pull these different messages together, it gives you almost a personal reading. Okay, so let's talk about what opportunities you're creating here with this Page of Cups. So what am I opening up to? Whatever it is, it's going to make me feel happy. It's going to create greater happiness, greater fulfillment. That's what I'm after here. So the King of Coins next to the King of Cups. I love the King of Coins. He's very stable, he's very secure, and he's very financially secure. So this can be all about money. He is the money man, but he's also somebody who's very grounded, because we don't just want it up in the ideas, in the ethers, we want it in real life, don't we? So he grounds it into reality, brings it in. So this offer that's coming your way, or an offer that you're creating, because Knights are action. So this can be something, an offer comes your way and then you take action to say, I'm going to go with that, or you are the one creating the change to be able to have that offer. Now the moon is right at the end of the reading, and this is a very powerful moon at the end of August. So they're talking about this, the astrologers, I believe this is a new moon in Virgo. It's very powerful. It's very powerful for manifesting. So what are we manifesting? We've got the manifestor card over here. We're going to allow everything that is unseen, everything that's hidden. That's what the Tower is about, sudden change I didn't see coming. But that's the moon as well. It's bringing stuff up to the surface so that you can move things forward. And the moon is about our feelings and our emotions and the depth what's hidden. Let's bring it up so that we can move our life forward. This is about stability and security. So the tower can be falling on what isn't secure. And it's about happiness. And where is my happiness? I want to feel fulfilled and content. So I'm moving it forward to allow this to come into a clarity. So it needs a little tweak. We're going to make some little changes. Might be a big change with the tower there. But as I said to you earlier, a little change can lead to a big change. All right, very often we think, well, it's the big changes. You know, I'm moving house, I'm relocating, I'm changing jobs. Those are the big changes. But very often a small change leads gradually to the bigger change down the line. So feel into it with that moon there. Feel what's right for you and just allow yourself to follow that inner guidance, knowing that we have prosperity on the table here, the woman holding a coin and the king of coins. We've got emotional happiness and stability here, and we have got an upgrade, an improvement with that four of wands, which is wonderful. All right, so let's finish off with an angel card. Okie dokie. Thank you all for watching, for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing. Those of you that support, that's support, you know, that's huge support. You know, put a like, put in a comment, it's support, it helps. Those of you financially support with the super thanks and stuff, thank you. You're just awesome. Okay. All right. So from the angels, I am beautiful. Why is that relevant to what's on the table? Because when you see your own beauty, when you see the beauty in your own life, when you see the beauty of things that are ahead of you, then you step into this energy of I am creating the most beautiful life, the most beautiful partnerships, the most beautiful collaborations and support. I am creating beauty inside and outside. This is my beautiful life. All right. So Aquarius, that is what I have for you as this bonus tarot reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, give it a like. Drop me a comment below. Let me know if it was helpful. I'll be back next week with your money and career for September. All right. So I will see you then. Thank you so much for your time. You have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.